Hey guys, wanted to touch base. It's been a long time since I've posted anything. I've been doing a lot of planning and sourcing and being lazy. But I wanted to drop by and check in with you and bring you up to speed on where I'm at on the Transmode. My name's Brian. I live in Middle Tennessee. If you haven't dropped by here before, I'm building a 23-foot 1976 GMC Transmode. It's not really an RV, and it's not really a van, and it's more of a van than an RV. But anyway, if you're interested in those old kind of vehicles, I've got several videos on my channel here about the Transmode that might be worth a watch. It's a pretty neat old truck. I've bought quite a few things since I was on here last, and I want to briefly go over them and kind of show you what I got, and then I'll be putting some other videos out that are more specialized into kind of what the thing will do, why I chose the particular model I chose, and that might be helpful to you. Shout out to my buddy John. He had back surgery. I hope you're feeling better, John. It's going to be a long road, but I hope it goes by fast and you're up and around and back to your parkour hobby, and maybe some more MMA fights. We're kind of looking at that. Also, my buddy Jeff, who is questioning his life choices now, right in the desert out around Kingman, Arizona, and watching the weather very closely because it's going to get hot there. But he'll make it. He's resilient, that's for certain. Okay, without further ado, let's briefly go over these particular items, and then I'll give you a little walk around on the outside of the GMC, and we'll call it a day. Okay, first off, we've got the power supply I just got in a couple of weeks ago. It's a Bluetti Elite 300, and it's really heavy, but other than that, it's a great unit. It's got a setup for where I can plug just the RV plug in, which is pretty darn cool. It's plugged into the ICECO fridge. We'll get to that in just a second. I also ordered this kit that has some pliers and anvils for these little units here, because the coach has all these rivets around it, or snaps around it, that I can theoretically put some curtains on, and I'm looking forward to that. These are a different size than these. Even though they'll set on it, they won't snap. So anyway, I can replace all of those with, or all of these with the ones out of there, so that's no big deal. Typical little snap. Alright, next thing, I got some propane units that I'm going to be using. My stove is probably going to be propane most all the time, my cook stove. This is a Mr. Heater fuel kegs. Here's the little adapter for them, or the filler. Then this is the little feet. You put these feet on top of that guard that goes around the valve and flip it upside down. I did buy some brass caps for these, and I'm really happy with the quality on them, man. They were pretty impressive. It had these little cheesy plastic ones, so anyway, I get rid of those. We'll go into that more. This is a ViAir, I think it's a 450 RV setup. It's kind of a newer model, 450p RV. It's got a lot of neat crap with it, and I bought one extra thing I'll show you when we do this little video that might be pretty good if it's not total crap, where it'll clip onto the hose or the valve. It's got two hoses that will hook end to end with allegedly 50 feet in them, but they're so wrinkled up, I think it's more like 40. You know how that doesn't straighten out real great. This is an ICECO 75 liter dual zone fridge. It's 12 volt or 110. I think it's really cool. I've got the freezer set here. It's at 0. We're getting some moisture out of it because we're outside. This is the refrigerator side that I've got set up for the refrigeration. 37 degrees, I think. Put a gallon of milk in there so you could see how big it was. Then, of course, a 12 egg, everybody's got them camper thing. I think I'm going to use these bags quite a lot in here because they'll be flexible and they'll be able to fall around if I've got some tomatoes or something like that. I got these at Costco. They're a LO brand. 12-volt plugs in there. It's got some pretty cool handles on it. The lids come up this way. I don't know if I'm showing you or not. Let me get the camera up here. They come up this way, and it's pushed against the wall, so it's not going to work great. Or they'll come up that way, or they come off, which I think is pretty darn cool. And it's got a light, which is pretty sweet. Goes right back on there. Okay, this is the last thing we're going to look at on this little row here. BougeRV propane powered, as it were, propane heated shower. It's got a lithium battery built into it. I think it's lithium, but anyway, it's battery built into it. It's got a pump. You drop that in a water supply, and then it goes through there, heats everything, and comes out here. Got an on-off switch. Got a couple of different patterns. Comes with the little propane adapter. Propane goes in the back. Got chargers, and I think it'll just run off 12 volts if you come out and it's flat. It comes with this little silly thing here. Since it's stainless steel, this wouldn't stick to the case, so they had to put this metal, or this steel thing in there. I thought that was kind of funny. And then we got this WolfWise. I just got that in the other day. It's a pop-up shower tent. I'll pop a picture on in the video so you can see what it looks like set up. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit tall to fit in here. I was kind of had an idea of maybe I could quickly pop it up in here and use it for a potty hideout, but it's not going to do it. But anyway, it'll make a great shower enclosure. It's pops out kind of like one of those window shades for a car, only a lot bigger. Anyway, well, there's a few of my little toys, and we'll start messing with them and doing some video to kind of talk about them, just some short ones, just saying, hey, why I ordered this particular brand, or why I didn't get, you know, that. I watched a ton of videos and reviews and stuff to kind of figure out which ones of that stuff I wanted, so hopefully it'll be good. I'm not sure if you can hear me. It's like living in a wind tunnel here, but this little dude was at 92 degrees about 15 minutes ago, if that. And I fired up the old Beast Duotherm. Pretty sure that was put in when they did all the modifications in '95, so it's a 30-year-old unit, but it cooled it off that quick, that fast. So anyway, I promised a little walk around. Haven't really done much to it, it doesn't seem like, and then I get to looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. When I got it, this mirror was broken out. Ordered one of those, and it ended up costing me out 80 bucks for that little 6 square inches of glass when it was all said and done. But anyway, I've been pointing this thing. You can see the shadow on it. Point it east and west. East is right behind me and catches the sun first thing in the morning, so I've got that shade on it to kind of shade it. I had it sideways north and south, and all these windows were catching all that solar. It had raised it to, it'd be 120 in there on a 90-degree day. So I cut down on some of that. I will be putting tent in. Back off here a little bit. That blue stripe, there's a seam on it that where this back cap goes on, and it was leaking, so I ran silicone, some really good silicone, all through that. I didn't know I had that open. It's okay. Yeah, haven't really found out a lot about it, but there it is. Check out some of the other videos. I've got some better shots of it, maybe some inside shots, that sort of stuff. Appreciate you dropping by. Come back in and check on me from time to time. I'm gonna be working on this a little more because I'd really like to get it to where I can run to, oh, let's see. Mostly wanting to go to my hometown, but I'm also wanting to go to Pulaski, Kentucky, where I've got some family from about 120 years ago that have some records there where they had farms and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. And there's like 70 Eastums in the cemetery in the county, so there's bound to be some living ones too. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I'll have another video up before too awful long, and thanks for dropping by.